So what is the church's role when it comes to colonization? What is the church's contribution when it comes to what? Imperialism. Africa has entered into the season of liberation. It's a window that has opened, and we have to seize the opportunity and hit hard. And all voices must begin to speak. And the church must play a greater role in this. And God is using Ibrahim Traore as a catalyst to spearhead it. God bless that man. A man from a small country, weak as it is. But here you are. His name is all over the place. There's no president who is as popular as him. It tells you that God is up to something. He came into governance for how many? 2.5 years. It's not even up to 3 years. And his name is all over the place. You think it's not the doing of the Lord? And so we have to pray and preserve his life because we have been exploited for too long as a continent. And the church must speak. The church is the light of the world. The church is the salt of the earth. And if we are the light of the world, we have a great task. And I want to use this medium to call on all the big churches, the big denominations across Africa to rise to the occasion and speak against what is happening to Africa for all these years. Europe and America are the ones behind our problem. The problem of Africa is leadership, and it's two ways. One is the fact that we have politicians in Africa who are greedy, who always betray people for power, for fame, for money and all that. That's one side. And then the other side of our problem is what? Colonial masters. And nobody is talking about it until this young man, Ibrahim Traore, decided to revolt. When it comes to governance, we are supposed to be able to tell the world that, hey, this governance thing that you have put upon our neck is not helping us. This democracy they have forced down on our neck. What is it supposed to do? Democracy is supposed to what? Divide us. And that's what they have been successful about. They have been very successful in bringing it upon our neck. How can they loot our goods out of this nation when we are united? It's not possible. So they have to divide us. And so you have to subscribe to democracy. And if the church is supposed to speak, the church is supposed to speak against it. Because that is not what God has prescribed for us. The core of democracy is what? Strife and vainglory. These are the two things. What is the crime of Ibrahim Traore? They say what? He's a dictator and he's using the wealth of the nation for his personal gain. Are you serious? You are in Europe. You control their money. You control their resources. You control, and that is not dictatorship. What are you talking about? There's an error somewhere. And this is a great error that the church must speak against. We call on the big denominations to talk against some of these things. Kwame Nkrumah shouted, the black man is capable of what? Managing his own affairs. Is that not it? But these people have kept us divided so that they can keep looting our goods. But I think the generation we have now is wiser than our father's generation. You cannot exploit us again. And the wind that is blowing is going to gather momentum the more. If the church will be true to itself, what Jesus stands for is fairness. Christianity stands for what? Love. And if you have love, you should not exploit your fellow. And if you look at the numbers, Christianity in Europe is in the 70% or the 60%. That's huge. Christianity in Africa is almost like half, 50%. And so why are we quiet over injustice? It's the duty of the church to speak against injustice, against unfairness. We call on the big denominations. They should add their voice to this struggle. They call us poor. They call us underdeveloped. Look at the nations outside, the Europeans. What gold do they have? What minerals do they have? They come and exploit us, and yet they call us poor. We go begging. They give us peanuts. Is it not thief-free? That's stealing. Is that not it? But these people have kept us divided so that they can keep looting our goods. But I think the generation we have now is wiser than our father's generation. You cannot